Donald Trump has been caught completely off guard by a series of devastating campaign ads. Is there a mercy rule in politics asking for an orange guy who lives in Mar-a-Lago? I want to get right into these. First, I need you to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. We are on our way to 3.5 million subscribers. Let's get right into it. I know you all have told me that this is one of your favorite segments where we play the latest ads that are absolutely pummeling Donald Trump. This is a particularly brutal one from the Lincoln Project, who asks, do they make Viagra for presidential campaigns? Watch.
Donald, it's just not working. You know it. The country is laughing at you. Eating pets? Really, Donald? That's all you got? It happens, Donald. Even the best shows lose their audience and get canceled, and you are never the best show. 3 million more voted for Clinton.
God bless you!
7 more for Joe Biden. Now you're tanking in the polls. Let's face it, Donald, your ratings suck. Look around. All these people like Chris and Susie, you're paying them more money than they ever made. You think they really care about you? What do you think will happen when you lose? You're headed to court. They're buying beach houses. And when it happens, Ron DeSantis is going to laugh his ass off. Nobody likes you, Donald. You were useful until you weren't. Eating pets? Sorry, Donald. You're canceled.
The Lincoln Project also released this one where they said there's two sides, but only one that represents real change in this election. Kamala Harris. Watch.
I can't believe we're having this conversation again. So here we go. You know who the candidates are. You know what's at stake. One candidate promises a divided America filled with lies and hate. And one stands for change. Kamala Harris has more courage, more honor, more guts than this guy ever had. So you decide, are we really going back down that same fucking broken road, or are we moving forward towards hope, towards freedom, towards change?
We know a strong middle class has always been critical to America's success.
There's promise that lies in change, and the time for change is now. So what the hell are you waiting for? Because if it's the woman thing, it's time to get over that. It's time for hope, for change. It's time to be a man and vote for a woman.
Vice President Kamala Harris also released this very powerful ad about protecting the rights for people to get IVF. Watch this.
My husband and I are going through IVF treatments now. It could be our only chance to have a family. But Donald Trump's plan could ban IVF in some states. My husband is in the military. He volunteered to serve. We are patriots and we go where he is assigned. What if we end up in a state where IVF is no longer legal? What will we do then?
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Here's another powerful one from the Lincoln Project.
There's an old saying, it takes a village. Every great step this nation took in its history, from civil rights to women's rights, they required community, partnership, the village. But in every village, there's the same risk. The village idiot. And the one thing you never do is let the village idiot call the shots. We did it once. We can't do it again. This November, vote. Your village depends on it.
And this one's not exactly an ad, but the Kamala Harris campaign released this video showing rally attendees at Trump's rally in Indiana, Pennsylvania, leaving during his speech, as they say, out of, quote, exhaustion and boredom. Watch.
Because of this lunatic and her, she's so much worse. She was here to take and just doesn't you don't have the television guys all, but the real military, you can put them in a room for 2 years and scream at them, and when they walk out.
Now I want to get serious for just a second. I want to remind you of a video that we made here at the MeidasTouch Network a few years ago. It's about Republicans taking away people's right to choose and the consequences of that. When we made this video back in the day, a lot of people said, you guys are fear-mongering, this is never going to happen, but this is actually the reality in some Republican states today. Watch.
Everything's gonna be okay, right? Just let me do the talking, okay? Just there.
Evening, ladies. License, please. Where are you headed?
Oh, we're just out for a drive.
Headed to the border?
Oh, no. We were just going up to the...
Hey there. What's your name?
Grace?
Are you pregnant, Grace? Step out of the vehicle.
She does not have to
Yes,
do that.
she does.
No.
Show me your hands on the wheels, please. Grace, step out of the vehicle. On the wheel.
Grace, it's okay.
That one breaks my heart every single time. Vice President Harris also launched an ad in support of Ukraine. Have a watch.
When Mongol warriors stormed Ukraine, Kyiv's church bells rang a night warning. They rang again when Ukrainians rallied for democracy. Today, they're warning the world of Putin's threat to freedom. Yet Donald Trump embraces Putin.
If I like Putin, he likes me.
He picked J.D. Vance.
I don't really care what happens to Ukraine.
But Kamala Harris cares. She knows standing up to Putin keeps America safe.
And George Conway's new group, the Anti-Psychopath PAC, is doing a whole lot of work and is really messing with Donald Trump's brain. They are running this ad over 250 times on TV over the next week in Bedminster and West Palm Beach to remind Trump that even his closest allies know he is unstable and mentally unfit to be president. Watch.
Hey, Donald.
Governor Chris Sununu called Trump crazy, but he's...
All your friends, all the people that have worked with you.
He's a very, very flawed man.
They all think you're nuts.
The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist.
He's a populist, authoritarian narcissist.
Donald Trump is not fit to be president of the United States.
Our country can't be a therapy session for a troubled man like this.
Governor Sununu called Trump crazy and said if he was in a mental institution, he wouldn't get out.
Turn over the nuclear codes of the United States to an erratic individual.
Serious character issues.
He constantly engages in reckless conduct.
Goes and he starts to say these wacky things.
But he's not fit to be president of the United States.
A consummate narcissist.
A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever
Donald
seen.
Trump's literally insane. And I think people are scared of him, and they should be scared of him.
Wholly unfit to be president of the United States in every way you can think of.
Learn more at psychopac.org. Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
George Conway and his Anti-Psychopath PAC, they are really getting under Donald Trump's skin. Here's another ad that has Donald Trump freaking out and whining on Truth Social about it. Check it out.
Donald Trump has never, ever been right in the head.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man. An enormous, really an enormous. And then they announced there was no buys, no. Take a look at the oranges of the investigation. Venezuela, if you have a windmill anywhere near your house, they say the noise causes cancer.
I don't know what I said.
They have voter ID. They have ID on everything. You buy a loaf of bread, you have ID. The first non-incumbent. The kidney has a very special place in the heart. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Injection inside or almost a cleaning. Is that an illegal ad?
Learn more at psychopac.org. Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
We here at the MeidasTouch Network recently released a similar short about Donald Trump's mental decline. Have a watch.
And my stupid people, when I wanted to refute it, they said, "Sir, don't dignify it with a rebuttal."
Have you been noticing peculiar behavior recently in someone you know?
Carried out by rape.
Someone who mixes fiction and reality?
The late, great Hannibal Lecter. He's a wonderful man.
Perhaps someone of advanced age you have known for years.
Did you just see Maduro? Venezuela, it's unbelievable, Venezuela.
Of course, we all have our goofs. But consistently odd behavior can be a sign of frontotemporal dementia, a degenerative disease of the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain that dramatically impairs cognitive function. And there are some key signs to look out for. like slurring words.
The failing New York Times by an anonymous, really an anonymous.
Struggling to find the correct words is another sign.
The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges of the investigation.
You may also notice someone veering into incoherent ideas, detached from reality.
You know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark.
Or an inability to complete simple sentences.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
Other notable symptoms include impaired motor function, such as a wavering limb, and decreased balance, often accompanied by a signature lean or arched stance. If someone you know is demonstrating several or all of these symptoms, they are seriously unwell. As a matter of safety, they must be relieved of critical responsibilities and disqualified from any position of authority. Remember, frontotemporal dementia is a degenerative disease. Cognitive function will never return and will only deteriorate further. Don't ignore the signs.
And here's one we did about Donald Trump's malignant narcissism. Check this out.
We will be creating so much electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it. You'll be begging me, no more electricity, sir.
Is someone you're thinking of hiring promising things that sound too good to be true?
I could stop wars with a telephone call.
Do their facts and figures not add up?
Actually, beyond the number of 100%. It's a much higher number than that, but...
Does the candidate seem self-absorbed?
People have come up to me and they say, sir, thank you. Sir, thank you. Sir, I want to thank you. You've made me a hero to my wife and to my family.
In all likelihood, you've encountered the malignant narcissist. Malignant narcissism is a severe personality disorder that pairs the self-absorbed behavior of narcissists with the unfeeling manipulation of sociopaths. Unlike those who simply enjoy recognition from their peers, the malignant narcissist is driven by a desire to dominate for personal gain. And there are red flags you can look out for. Like, do they have an unrealistic view of their own importance?
I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln.
Do they only regard other people as tools for personal gain?
I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
Do they lack empathy, even for children?
Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here. I think she really believed me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking.
Do they speak with an excessive use of superlatives?
Who are the best and who are the worst? Best, the worst, biggest, lowest, best. I find it to be about the worst.
If the candidate you're interviewing exhibits some or all of these red flags, trust your instincts and show them the door. Your organization deserves an employee that can lead with integrity and respect. Stay vigilant. Look for the red flags.
So those are the latest ads out there that are hitting the airwaves, that are being shared on social media. And I hope we made it super easy for you to share them all in one piece with this video right here. Here's what I want you to do. Let me know which your favorite was. I want to hear what your favorite ad was in the comments below. Remember to subscribe to this video. We are on the way to 3.5 million subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram @MeidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.